And we have to guess already, not only Mr. Yudi as our lovely partner for today, but I think we have another guest from our newly onboarded community expert from Design Genie. Hello, Mr. Oje.
Yes,
Uh,
hello.
I hope that I spell your name correctly. Is that
Uh,
correct? I can call you Oje.
yeah, that's correct. On that.
Okay, Erica, as the person involved in the interaction within our community experts, could you please elaborate a little bit about who Mr. Roger is?
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Wuji. So, my name is Erika. So, I've been in contact with Victoria. I think he is your team, and we invited the representative of Design Gene to come today. So, for everyone, and today we would like to introduce you to all of our team. So, in case later on we have our partners, our client need interior designer, we can connect them to you. So everyone, this is Mr. Wuchi from Design Gene. Please correct me if I pronounce it incorrectly. So Design Gene is an interior design company, a studio, and we just have a partnership with them. So if later on you guys have the partner need to renovate, need interior designer, you can connect them to Design Gene. So please say hi to Mr. Wuchi, everyone.
Hi, Mr.
Hello.
Roger. Hi, Mr. Roger. Okay, thank you very much, Erika, for the introduction. So let's now start our all hands today from video introduction. Okay, so that's all for the introduction video. Now I would like to present you our lovely partners today that join us today, Mr. Yudi. Hello, Mr. Yudi. How are you today?
Hello, Mas Furkon.
Uh,
Sorry.
hello, hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah. Can you hear me?
okay. Yes, we can clear you we can hear you very, very well. Okay, I believe all of us here in Bukit Vista has known who Mr. Yudi is because he is one of our lovely partner that owns one of the most productive properties that we manage in Bukit Vista, Despacito Loft Lounge. Okay, this is some sneak peek about Mr. Yudi's lovely properties at Despacito. This is the exterior. This is the indoor, the room, one of the rooms, and this is the pool, and this is his lovely stuffs. Okay, but I would like to ask some of you, do you know what Mr. Yudi's background is?
Please don't tell, Mr. Furkon.
Okay,
It's not important at all.
I think it's very important and it's very, very intriguing for everyone to know. So I would move my slide and show you that actually Mr. Yudi was or I should say is a well-said geologist. Wow, it's
How do you
very.
know about this? My God.
I did my research. I did my research, so that's why I also know that you start your well-said geologist in 2003 and 2003 until now. Like it has been 20 years that you are running this expertise. and Mr. Yudi is being what is it is being employed by some of the world's renowned companies like Total Energies, Petronas, ConocoPhillips, and currently he is consulting at Timor Resource at Timor Leste. That's amazing, right? Okay, now I believe all of us here, I represent all of the Bukit Vista members here, probably wondering from 20 years of experience in geology to hospitality business, what is the story behind it? Like, why do you choose to run the Despacito Love and Launch, Mr. Yudi?
Why?
Yep.
Because I live in Bali, and the business here is tourism. So of course I will be the one of the many peoples to have business in tourism, hospitality. So yeah, if I live in somewhere else in, let's say in Balikpapan, maybe I will work as a coal miner or or anything else. But here in Bali, I believe everybody come here to enjoy the tourism, to enjoy the culture, whatever. So I'll be the part of the business.
Oh, that's interesting. So basically, it's based on the location, yeah. Why you will
Yes.
choose the hospitality business? Have you ever like probably taking courses or learned something or two about hospitality industry? Because I think it's totally different from the world that you are expertise on geologists.
Yeah, it's very different. One is very hard. It's very tough word. It is which is drilling and exploration. It's difficult dealing with people. But here in Bali, it's like the opposite. We have to work with hospitality. We are dealing with the nice people, happy people, because people are coming to make it them happy, right? So storage by nature is happy compared to the origin itself. So it's completely different and make me happy to have business like this. I enjoy to work like this because I have pressure in my job, and then when I go back home, it's like a Sunday every day in Bali. So yeah,
Wow, that's amazing. So are you saying that you actually two persons that one personal one personality that I love to work in hospitality and love to meet people, but one I'm so serious like that.
yeah. Uh, I just use the words of wise people: work hard, play hard. When I do work, I do hard. When I play, and I play very hard. So I cannot be just in gray area. It's not fun. I mean, when I work, it's very hard. When I play, it's very hard too. So it's fun.
Interesting. So you will take this your hospitality businesses as your playground, right?
Yes, so I can express myself in the buildings, in the way how to do hospitality. So art, many things. So I like this business. Yeah, with my all capabilities, with all my resources, my money. So I do my best in both area.
Okay, that's very, very amazing. Do you have some kind of like inspirations, like, oh, I would like to be this person when running a hospitality business?
I don't have any figure. I just come to the business and start the business, and yeah, and try to enjoy. I learned from many people, but I don't really make offense of someone. Yeah,
Oh,
one
that's
I
very
believe one of my inspiration actually is Bukit Vista. Yeah, Mr. Jig, we know each other when I was your neighbor. So I learned a lot
Yes.
from you and your stuff. That's inspired me a lot. That's why I built
Oh, wow.
Despacito. Yeah, really. That's
Thank
the
you.
truth.
Thank you very much. That's very. Oh, wow. I'm blushing. I don't know how to
Yeah,
respond. Thank you.
really. That's the idea come from. I talked to some of your staff. They are very nice. They inspire me a lot how to do the business, and yeah, why not do this? You remember my property, right, in the
I
corner?
do.
Yeah.
I do.
So when I sell that one, so I inspire a lot from one of your staff, by you, and some. Yeah, they tell me, why don't you do this? At the first time, I was like, when I already invest a lot for this house, and they criticize me, seems like, oh yeah, they're right. So I sell it, and I make,
We're
uh,
transparent.
yeah, it's as inspired as Bukit Vista. Something is different, something is, yeah, as the market. I would like to say.
Well, I think we both grew from that advice. Thank you, Pat Yudi,
Yeah,
for sharing that. That's yeah, it's been a very prosperous journey for all of us.
yeah,
Okay. So thank you very much, Pak Yudi. So if I can sum up these first questions, I think you would like to jump into the hospital business at first because actually you are located in Bali, you are based in
correct.
Bali. So why? So you would go with the flow to probably start your own property or home rental business like any others because Bali is known for its tourist destination. And while you play along, you just play it hard and make play into the stream and just try to do your best. I think this kind of like sentence or sounds it actually has been renounced by so many other successful businessmen or women, I believe. Just jump in and also try to make your best out of it, and you will succeed later. Okay, uh, Payudi, I still have more questions, but I would like to give some facts first into this. I did a little research as I said earlier, and actually I think Mr. Yudi's properties is one of the very few properties that has all the listings very good stars. If you can see it, most of them are actually ranked 4.5 stars, and it in average allows like hundreds of reviews. That's very amazing. And not only that, um, once last year actually, Despacito Loft Lounge is also awarded as the Choice Budget and Unique Hotel 2022 and is awarded by Ragam Indonesia program by Trans7. So it's a very big accomplishment. Everyone, please give applause to Mr. Yudi here for
Yeah.
its amazing accomplishment. Okay,
Thank you, thank you.
but my question is, to get all of these kind of achievements and points, what sacrifices that you made in building Despacito to reach this point?
Uh, you mean the design of the building? You mean?
Oh no, like what are the drawbacks? What are your struggles
Struggles.
when building this Despacito until this point?
Well, yeah, this is. I'm not the one who has a big capital to build a house. Actually, not like say a hotel. I'm shy to say my property is a hotel. I just say it's just a loft. It's more humble. So, what from my capital I built something which is as maximum I can. Uh, I worked as a driller in the oil company, and that's all I have. I didn't come from the big capital. I just built whatever I have as maximum I can with this small land. So what make me struggle a lot is the capital, of course. And at that time when I built, I remember it was there is a one Agung volcano is explode. I mean, you know, yeah, eruption, and then the the sand is very expensive. There is no building material at that time. It's difficult to get cement. So yeah, it's all a lot of problem at that time. So that's why I built it with whatever I have. I built it with the wood. I I buy I bought a ship, a wreck ship. I bought it, and I make it as a exotic floor, woods, old woods. So coming from that idea, then the Santorini, I mean the Santri wannabe was built. So yeah, and also with some discussion with people, what is the best type of building I can build at the time. So this is the best I have. I can. Why don't I make a building like a Balinese, which is very luxury? So if I build like that, I believe I cannot compete with all the building from Seminya or Ubud. So this is the best I can to uh, to have a. I cannot say good or luxury. I just say it's maybe acceptable by the market in Uluwatu.
Yes, that's a very good term, acceptable. It's not too fancy, but it is good enough for people to what is it would like to visit because it is interesting. I just know that actually you have this kind of idea to build a Santorini design style, basically based on your limitations and budget, and also Santorini is actually very simple, simplistic design. It's just plain white and also do not have those so many things to attach. So yeah, this is kind of like blessing in disguise. Your limitation is actually blessing in disguise. It is very interesting. Okay, since the time constraints, I would like to probably ask the floor. Like, anyone would like to ask something to Pak Yudi here? Mr. Jing, would you like to?
Sure. It's not so much asked, but I'd like to just point out something that's actually very aligned to one of our core values here, which is I think what Yuri has just described to us is the process of being a hero. So why is it being a hero? Essentially, when you don't have all the resources and you don't have, let's say, a particular way that you can enter a market just by putting a lot of money into it, you need to think of what to actually do. Many of our, let's say, investors, they choose to go with a safe path. The Pat Yuri, I think, chose to go with something that was radically different in terms of design, in terms of the way that he was going to approach the market, which ended up being the safer route, right? Because I could imagine how when you build something that is very different, you could feel like that's maybe not going to work, or what if the design doesn't catch on? But I think it actually requires courage to break apart from the pack and distinguish yourself in a unique way. And through the many years, through volcanoes, through COVID, through everything, I think that particular design has been one thing that has actually made Despacito very unique and continue to get guests' interest. So I think that can be an inspiration to everybody. You don't need to have necessarily all the resources or all the answers, but the willingness to try and do something innovative, try to do something inspirational, I think is well rewarded over time. Yeah? That's my comment for how you do that.
Thank you very much for your comment, Mr. Jing. Since we have a design expert here, like why we don't ask Mr. Wojek to probably have some comments? Mr. Wojek, you already heard some stories about Mr. UD and her and his property. Probably due to limitations constraint, Mr. UD would like to build a Santorini style properties. Do you think that's the best idea, or do you think that's even a greater idea to compromise all the limitations that we have, Mr. Iwoje?
Due to the limitations of the materials, I think it is a still good idea to construct a that project due to the fact that I know many people in Bali, like the travelers will have a significant interest in that in the idea, even though you're the due of lack of materials. But when we have enough attention from travelers, I think we can make it happen, even though to the lack of materials.
Cool.
Sorry, you're muted.
You're
Okay.
still muted.
Oh, I'm very sorry, everyone. So embarrassing. Okay, thank you very much, everyone, to let me know. This is actually Mr. Yudi's properties, Mr. Woje. If you haven't aware of it, what do you think about this kind of design?
I think it's really innovative and colorful for people like who's like really into art. That would be really great for them.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, thank you so much for your comments, Mr. Roger. I think we can invite you next week to probably talk more about the design and also the architects of our properties, because probably we can ask you to grade some of our beautiful properties, like probably also share some feedbacks to it. Okay, I think that concludes my part of hosting the All Hands today, the interview with our inspirational speaker, Mr. Yudi. Thank you very much, Mr. Yudi, and also Mr. Wajay for coming to the All Hands. If you have more time, more spare time, we really hope you can stay with us. But if you have any other agendas or dependencies, you also free to go from this meeting. Thank you very much. I think now we can proceed further to Mr. Jing to present our vision and mission for this week.
Okay, thank you
Thank
very
you,
much for
everyone.
coming. Okay, see you, Mr.
Thank
Wajib.
you, Mr.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you everybody for thank you for Khan and Erica for bringing Judy and Mr. Wajib to our all hands meeting today. In the spirit of transparency, we always invite our partners and also our community experts to participate in our all hands meeting. I think this is a really good culture and tradition to just have synchronicity and also have alignment. Sometimes the news is not necessarily good news, but we want our partners to also know that we are transparent with our feedback. Okay, let's talk about something that's probably on everyone's mind, which is bonus caps. So as of May, we didn't reach our revenue goals. We put in bonus caps of 90% to the overall company and 50% to BI. I've talked to Lilith and she's agreed to assume responsibility for the BI performance. So it will be on Lilith, and the rest of the BI team will get a 90% bonus cap. Now, the main issue I want to talk about is, are bonus caps fair? What if I did my job? Oh, it was another team's fault, and well, we came so close to the goal. Okay, so what is the purpose and why do we actually have bonus caps? So the purpose is this. If you guys went through employee orientation, you might have remembered watching this Spotify video from a while back. Essentially, there's two ways to lead a company. There's alignment and autonomy. Autonomy is to give people the power to do whatever they want, what they think is right. Alignment is do what I say. But the way we actually think about it here at Bukit Vista is a little bit more as a two-dimensional grid. There can be actually different types of alignment and different types of autonomy. And I'll go through briefly what each particular stage looks like, okay? Back in 2019 to 2021, this was during COVID, we were focused mainly on research, and we were very free to allow for everybody to come up with creative ideas that might actually drive the business proposition forward. There was no real revenue targets at the time. There was no real operations targets because, well, let's face it, there weren't many guests. So our company was more of a high autonomy, low alignment type culture. But as soon as COVID started going away and travel started returning, this is the culture that we've been moving towards. We've been moving towards a low autonomy, high alignment culture. Yes, Yudi, you're welcome to stay too as well. This is an internal meeting, but if you want to kind of watch what happens inside Bukit Vista, feel free. If you have other things to do, that's okay too. No obligations, right? So at this point, we're talking about a culture where a lot of the decisions are made from the very top, but we want to actually move towards a different type of culture. I'm hoping that by 2024 and into the future, we can move towards a culture where it's high alignment and high autonomy. But how are we actually going to get there? How do we actually move towards a culture where everybody here who's working in the company can be responsible for making their own decisions on what they'd like to spend their time and efforts on and be rewarded accordingly? So that comes back into this process of understanding alignment. Alignment means that no individual should experience personal success when the team fails, and the common goals supersedes the personal goals. I'm very happy to have a partner here in the room with us when we talk about this particular type of alignment. Should a person get a full bonus when guests have not been satisfied? Should a person get a bonus when overall partners are unsatisfied? If there is one partner left behind, if there's one guest left behind, that's one more thing as a company we could have done better. All right. So I think this particular idea of alignment needs to take into account all guests and all partners as well, so that the company and the vision and mission move forward in the same direction. Okay, let's talk more about this particular idea. So what do we do at a high level to ensure that there's alignment? Well, rewards and punishments. Rewards and punishments for the entire group do actually help a culture to actually pervade, where we do think about how to actually align. Bonus caps are a form of group punishment. They're a form of how we actually say, can anybody actually have done better in their particular job to help the overall group improve? And the answer is always yes. There's always something anybody could have actually done to actually help the overall company succeed. But when we reach our goals as a company, we all succeed together too as well. And we share in the rewards of that through elevated individual bonus payments through our semester goals. So these, I think, are very important ideas if we want to move towards a culture of high autonomy and high alignment, okay? So basically, think about this. The leadership planning table was something that we've been talking about for the past 3 weeks. And I just want to bring it down to one of the easiest things that you guys, each one of you can do to get us to that higher alignment culture. It's on the operational fundamental thing. It is about giving feedback about broken tools, workflows, or policy. Today, I look really forward to hearing everybody's contributions in the feedback to me as a CEO for what I could have done better to actually get us closer to our revenue goals. This is really interesting, and it's on the all hands, so hopefully you guys have given that feedback, okay? As soon as we, I think, get the feedback, we can move towards a position where we're more likely to be successful over time. And please do remember, this is the most basic unit of work that is required here at Bukit Vista. This is coming from just operations, and the basic expectation is that feedback needs to be given when there's a tool, process, or policy that isn't working well. Okay, let's continue and take a look at our hospitality progress. Once again, just a reminder of the mission, right? The goal of alignment, the goal of having this autonomy is so that we can continue our mission of inspiring delight through innovating in hospitality that positively transforms our guests, our partners, and our employees. So how well are we making progress on those metrics right now? Let's go ahead and take a look at the Airbnb dashboards, okay? Last week, communication, 78.1%. This week, communication went up 78.4%. So we've recovered some loss from the previous 2 weeks. Last week, check-ins at 80%, 80.1%. This week, check-ins are at 80.3%. So an improvement on check-in quality. Last week, the accuracy was at 75%. This week, accuracy is at 75.3%, 0.3% improvement. Last week, the location, 72.2%. This week, location is at 73.4%, a whole 1.2 percentage points above. Last week, value at 70.5%. This week, value at 70.2%. Last week, the cleanliness, 67.9, below our SLA standard. This week, better, 68.1. Last week, the overall score, 71.1 and 4.58 on the 5-star ratings and the overall rating. This week, we were at 71 and 4.57. So that's a slight decrease overall. All right, let's take a look at how come I'm going backward? Okay, our semester goals. Our semester goal 3 is a revenue goal of $2.4 million, an overall hospitality rating of 4.5, 5-star percentage of 70%. If we reach the semester goal, 3x individual bonuses will be paid if the company achieves a $2.4 million from April 5th to September 30th. This will be measured on October 5th. Qualified interns receive $3 million appreciation bonus. And 3 goals, we pay 4x individual bonuses in October. 2 goals, we pay 3x individual bonuses. October, 1 goal, reach 2x individual bonuses. 3, 2, and 1 for interns accordingly to the goals as well. Now, let's see how close we are to that. So overall hospitality, we're just at 71%, 4.57. So we're on target, barely on the one side. And this is good news. So we've crossed over the halfway point on our revenue goal. We are at 1.125 million, and we have a little bit less than 1.25 million to go for the revenue target. Okay, that's it. Let me pass it back over to Erica for the continuation.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing, for delivering the company vision and mission. And then let's move over to the next section. Furkan, would you mind to share the screen?
I think I already shared it already.
Oh, nggak ada di screen ko dong. No,
Can you see
have-
it right now?
I can see your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Furkan can reshare as well.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be easier.
Okay. I will reshare my screen right now so everybody can see it again.
Okay,
How about now?
One. Yes, we can see it. Okay, so let's move into the weekly vision and mission. Would you mind to scroll down, Furkan? Okay, the first one is from Gas Mission Inspiration. Katandi, this is yours. So please share with us the Gas Mission Inspiration. Katandi, are you here?
Currently not attending.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I will have to read this for Katendi. So last week, he bring the guests in rumah pertama to do Uluwatu trip at Uluwatu Temple to watch Keta dance, and he organized the driver and bring them around the temple, also watch the fire dance show, and they are really enjoying it. So this is really inspiring. So this is the picture of Katendi, and the guests really have a delightful time while staying in Rumah Pertama. Really thank you, Katendi, for sharing such inspiring delight story. And next, move into Kanadia. Time is yours, Kak.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Yeah, coincidentally, because Pak Yudi is also here, so it's actually about I took videos for guests at Despacito Loft. So yeah, I did some hosting actually. There was a guest named Pamela. She's from Peru and who was staying at the Despacito Loft from room 4. So she saw me taking scenery videos and said that I'm gonna take some videos as well. So I offered her like to take some a video walking around the property, and she was so happy. And there's actually a video on the comment section if you want to see the video. I mean, yeah, there was a video there. Yeah, and she was so happy with the video, and she said that she's gonna post that on her Instagram account. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kanadia. That's such a lovely story in a lovely property. And next, moving to partner mission inspiration again to Kanadia. Please, time is yours, Kak.
Okay. The next one is actually for our partners. So we went to Ubud with Gani, Ismo, and also Marcel, and the engagement with Villa Olel staff, Ligiri. So we went to Ubud last Friday to visit Villa Olel, and we talked about the property and also about Bivico. So Ligiri is actually one of the most active staff in that updating Bivico. So what we did, like Marcel, he maintains the coordination with the on-site staff regarding the guest complaint, check-in process, and guest requests. I asked for feedback about BPGO apps, and so far we've had positive testimonial, and also we've got some improvements as well. And with as the PM, he maintains a relationship with the on-site staff owner, also deliver guest reviews to the staff. Gani from the awareness, documenting the process, and check the listing accuracy, taking some pictures, and also of the recent conditions and also the newest facilities. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Next, also for me, so it's go training with Belinata from Rumah Taman Kuto. So he told me that he wasn't trained for DVGO. That's why his guest journey update wasn't really good. So I did some training from the very beginning, and he actually can learn fast. So I take a look at his recent data, and I've seen that he's been updating the journey very well.
Cool.
Next is from the visiting Pondok Mini Ubud. So yeah, I did some asking feedback with Bli Putu, who's one of the staff of Pondok Mini, about Bibigo. And also the others, they were discovered that there was a new villa building beside the bungalow, and it could be potentially cause noise, and also affects the guest privacy due to the workers moving around. And it will be finished around December 2023. So yeah, that's for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nadia, for sharing. It sounds like you guys have a great teamwork there. And also thanks Kagani, Johannes, and Marcel as well. And let's move on into the next one. It's employee mission inspiration. Furqan, time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Erica. The innovation was finding another opportunities to engage with university partners. And actually, on the May 6, 2023, Mo Wayana and also Mr. Jing were invited to UGM accreditation by ASIN. This is like big, very credible accreditation coming from German for the academic institutions as the industry partners of them, along with some other company partners from Gojek, Diego Hoster, and etc. They, Bong Wayan and Mr. Jing, both share some testimonials about collaborating with the game and computer science department in particular. We never knew university partners needed us this way, and this could be our initiative to hold a closer partnership with them. This is some of the photos that Mo Wayana took during the visitation, and this is very, very delightful. So I guess I would like to give thanks to Mo Wayana and also Mr. Jing to make it happen. Thank you very much, Erika. Back to you.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Furqan. Thank you, Mr. Jing and Mawayana. I think it's such an honor that Bukit Vista can join such an important event and meeting of one of the biggest university in Indonesia. And next, move on to technological innovation. Goes to Mas Bayu. Mas Bayu, time is yours.
Oh yeah, okay. So this one is we call it Gaia, right? It's a guest AI assistant. As you might see on the channels, we already have some tests. So basically, this is an MVP. It's not fully working, but this is basically an example or an opportunity of how we can leverage AI to improve our work. So this one, guest AI assistant will compose the best possible answer for you. And then you can then approve or decline whether to send it to guest directly or with modification. So the knowledge is backed by OSI and also ChatGPT. So even the weirdest question is probably can be answered by this assistant. So how does it work? So first, if the guest send message, and then there's a butler there that will analyze the message. What is the question about? What information are required to be gathered? And then three, OSI provide the knowledge. The knowledge could be from our listening, or Trello, if we allow them, or any other sources. And then after that, Gaia will propose the answer based on the knowledge. So based on the knowledge that we have, it will propose the answer. And then the fifth step is the HR supervisor will approve or decline the proposed message to be sent to the guest. And then finally, the message is sent to guests as well. And all of this process can be observed from Slack. So no need to open another tool. You can just work directly from Slack, even from your mobile phone, actually. So the story is that usually we answer repetitive question to our guests, right? It's repetitive for us. It's very easy answer for us, but actually these questions are very important for the guests. It's their only question. They only ask the question once, right? Even though we answer it 10 times a day, the guests only ask it once. So it's important for them, and we cannot ignore them. So we need to find a way to inspire delight both for guests and also for employee now. How can we still answer the guests, but our work is not very difficult as employee? And from the image, you can see the examples. Those are the examples of real guest messages and real proposed answer, and then you can just decide whether to approve or decline the message. So next is what you can do. This is just one example. So you can think of a way to leverage AI to improve your work, and we probably can make it work, right? Whatever field you're working on, there's probably a way to somehow make it more easier. So that's it for now.
Okay, thank you, Mas Bayu. I think our AI game is on another level right now, and I really love the name. It's like Greek goddess mother. And next, move to company theme, target and achievement. I think this goes to Kalilis. Kalilis, time is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Erica. So good morning, everyone. I'm here to represent Kala. So basically, first, remind you about the monthly theme, which is anticipatory agility. Yes, where we need to basically proactively anticipate and prepare for future challenge opportunities, while also being able to adapt quickly and effectively to unexpected change. And I think I've also highlighted some threat and opportunities that can be implemented to represent our monthly theme in this case. So first is basically for the business intelligence team. This is my team. A threat that's actually Canggu is declining right now, as everyone may experience as well. And we observe that we have some partners that is blocking the calendars and using a very low price. This is a bad signal actually for us. First, it might be happening for calendar cannibalization if we don't really respond faster in terms of pricing adjustment. And then in this case, I'd like Maria to help me out for this one, since Maria is now onboarded as as data analyst, to find out more opportunities in this case. And then I'd like also Wismo and Blika to observe the field area in Canggu and report to us if there's any threat or opportunities that can be optimized in that area. That's first. Second is about the opportunities in terms of pricing negotiation. So yesterday, during the end of the day, from the guest squad, they find out that the response rate is actually pretty low in this channel for the past 2 days. So I'd like to invite Della and Cinta to help me out in this case, since Della is taking PTO. So and also for the reservation team, don't hesitate to re-tag back if there's no response back. And that's the second opportunity to convert more revenue. And the third one is which actually a delay in property launching or listing launching. The example is Casa Fermina, that is delayed 7 days from the schedule. Of what happened, I think this needs to be monitored more closely. So I'd like to edit this one, since we have some property in pipelines, and our revenue target for this month is actually quite significantly improved. So we need the property that is ready to launch to be launched as soon as possible. And then from Cinta, I also need your help here to price the new property, of course, with my supervision. That's about new property. And then the fourth one is threat, where actually there's some partner that is violating contract, like Pondok Cesia, Mi Amor, and Villa Damu, that having their own online travel agent plan or marketing. So more reported this one. And I think we need to together as a company follow what written in the contract, and if they are not really aligned, let's do some actions to realign, or if you cannot really fix it, let's of course partner if necessary. So that's I'd like to delegate to Wismo and also Mr. Jing. And last one is opportunities actually. Call for potential partner in the past. Recently, Katie, the owner of Villa SK9 that ever partnered with us previously, contacted us in saying that the villa will be back on the market and interested to join with us. So there might be other property that also have the same willingness to rejoin with us. So opening this opportunity is a good way for business development to help us gain more potential revenue. Yeah, that's it for the review on how we anticipate threat and opportunities. And this is how it looks like for the Casa Fermina. So everyone, if you'd like to take a look more or observe how is the listing look likes and give some feedback for the content team, you are very welcome. Also for the pricing strategy, if you have any input or questions, you are also very welcome for this. Yeah, so that's for the threat and opportunities. I think for Con you can go back. Yeah, for June target. I hope you are happy and also excited. So we have target, which first is the minimum target and second is the stretch target. For the minimum target, this is the target. If you would like to connect yourself with the bonus app that Mr. Jing talked in the beginning, so you will have one bonus if you receive the minimum target of 408, and you will be rewarded more than one half. I mean, the multiplier is more than one if you receive the stretch target, and it will be discussed in the future. The stretch target is 440. And I've break down to you the in-month average refill rate that we need to achieve. So we need to observe together. For the minimum is 9,800 for the first week, but sadly we don't achieve it for 2 days, which is only 7,000. So we need to get up and observe any kind of opportunities that can be optimized for this case. The current ADFR is only 9,325. Right. So that's basically the updates on the revenue target. And if you'd like to read more details, it's written by Chinta below there. And Furkan, if you can go down, there's the breakdown, and also Chinta already highlights some of the hospitality metrics, and you can observe in that part as well. I'd not like to read it one by one. So that's it, guys. I hope that we can catch up with the June revenue target, and we really need your help, everyone. Thank you. Back to Erica.
Thank you, Kaliris, for sharing it in detail. So everyone, please show your excitement to achieve June's target, everyone. And let's be more agile. Let's seize more opportunity and be aware if any threat coming, so we can be more competitive in the market and maximize our revenue. And then next one, let's move on to promotion and new employee. I think Kashalin will be the person who announced this good news. Kashalin, time is yours. Oh, Kashalin. Probably Furkan can help to announce.
Okay, so because Kashalin internet is
My
lagging,
internet
so
kind of like slowing down, I think.
okay. So basically, I would like to have Kashalin to announce that actually Irene has just been promoted into the management training level. So congratulations, Irene. Where is Irene? Where is Irene? I do not see her face right now. So Irene, wherever you are, please comment down below what you're feeling on Google Meet's comment. And everyone, I would like to you also to congratulate Irene for her big promotion. So thank you so much, Irene. So we hoping from this title we could collaborate more, and you will contribute more to the positive transformation of this company. Okay, I think that's the announcement. Back to you, Erika.
Okay, thank you, Furqan, for backing up. And once again, congratulations, Irene. Everyone, please please congratulate Irene, because I think this is a very good thing happened to her. And next, move to good value recognition to Mr. Jing, please, sir.
Right. I want to actually recognize Nadia. So Nadia's been going out and meeting a lot of our users and figuring out how to actually integrate the technology that we actually build to the users. This is the very essence of helping others to help themselves. And I think this is a practice that can hopefully inspire more of the people who are coming here and also in Bali to get closer to the users and solve their problems for them. Help them solve their own problems. That's better, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing, and congratulations, Kanadia. And next, move to I think this is for me. I want to thank Furqan for being the hero. So actually, I should be the one preparing the inspiring speaker for today's all hand. And actually, the speaker was coming, but there is no confirmation about his details and journey. And suddenly, Furqan picked me up really fast. So he's our awesome hero for today's all hand. And here's the hero. You can see it on the picture, everyone. Thank you, Furqan. And then next, move forward. I hope we still can. Oh yes, okay. So I think we can jump into the announcement first. Sarah, is she attend here? The time is yours, Sarah.
Okay, so this is actually short notice. I also only noticed that it's good in the announcements, but yeah, I would like to let everyone know that I'll be ending my internship this Friday. So yeah, I'm really well. I think on the 9th of June there will be a monthly celebration as well. So I think I'll go in more in depth there because our time is limited here in the all hands. But pretty much, yeah, I will be ending my internships and just a short description for me is I'm really grateful for my time here. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah. So it's not only you who is grateful to work here, but we also really grateful to have you here. You've been doing really good work, and we're really happy to work with you, Sarah. So we're also very grateful and honored to have you here as an intern. And yes, let's see you on 9th of June. And next, move into compensation. I think this one is from Mr. Jake. Time is yours, sir.
Right. Okay. So I decided to put out a compensation for 100,000 for any bonuses that are not approved on the 5th. So that's our way of trying to keep the bonuses being done at the timeline on the 5th. Okay. So if you don't have your bonus approved on the 5th, then the company owes you 100,000. All right. And in line with what Lilith just said about the bonus booster. So we talked about bonus caps. Let's talk about bonus boosters. So what is a bonus boost? A bonus boost is if we actually achieve the stretch target. So if we achieve the stretch target, I'll move the bonus boost to 1.2. So that's 20% more than what your normal full individual bonus will be if we reach the revenue target. Since this is the beginning of our semester goal, or actually we're halfway through our semester goal, I think it's a pretty good idea, right, to cover the ground while it's still there. All right, so the company can work together to try to achieve the goal or not. That's, I think, a personal choice that everyone has to make here themselves, but I hope this will encourage us to move towards the direction of greater achievement and not settling on just the minimum revenue target. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. Hopefully that can be another motivation for us to achieve our target, everyone. And then move into personal time off. reminder from Kak Shalin. Kak Shalin, time is yours. Is your mic
Yes,
signal okay?
the internet here should be working better. So this is actually a reminder for everyone, for full-time employees who've been working more than 1 year, that you can take your PTO days of like 14 days per year. That basically resets on your work anniversary date. So I've seen more and more people are taking PTO, so that's a good thing. So do like yeah, work is work, right? But you also like need to take some time off like for yourself as well. So don't forget to like take care of yourself, your well-being, as well as your vacation days, guys. So this is a reminder for everyone on that. And another announcement is actually on public holiday for June 2023. So there are actually 4 recognized public holidays by the government this month. So basically, everyone will have 4 extra day offs that you can take. Yay. So in this case, so please coordinate with your team members on your schedules accordingly. Like especially if you're in the ops team, so that basically the work can be like arranged accordingly. And last but not least, this is not mentioned specifically in Coda, but I'd like to give a spoiler that someone is having their birthday today. So okay, quick one aja, maybe to our lovely BI team member Cinta. So happy birthday Cinta, and announcementnya nanti menyusul di Slack ya. All right, that will be all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Shalin, for the announcement. I thought that it was only two holidays, public holidays this month. And happy birthday, Cinta. I think that's all. For the personal updates, we can read it asynchronously, I think, because the time is limited. Only 1 minute left. So thank you, everyone, for joining today's All Hands. Thank you for turning on your camera. Thank you for being, active on giving reaction and commenting on the chat. I think it's really good things today in All Hands. And see you next week. Have a good day, everyone.
Okay, all right. Thank you, everybody. See you guys later.
See you
Thank you,
guys,
everyone.
everyone.
Have a great week.
Have a good day ahead.
Hosting Erika and
Thank you, Sarah.